Hey, hello guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Career Advice. So before we start today, just let me tell you something that we are getting a lot of emails and people are asking me that sir, please share all the documents that you have at one go और हमारी email पे share कर दो. So guys, it's not really possible. So what I would advise is that you please follow our series in serial manner and you watch it completely end to end and practice it in a servers and you'll definitely get everything. And do send us your queries over our email or do comment in our inbox or do comment in the individual episodes comment box. We'll reply it definitive answer. Okay, so with that, today we are going to talk about uh, billing, uh, billing and invoicing process, billing procedure, and how we will create the billing, invoicing, etc. How we will interconnect those, etc. So please watch till the end and do comment in the comment box or write us over the email if you have any queries, suggestions, etc. So till then, thank you and let's join the class. Thank you.
Okay, so now once the meter reading get created, the meter reading entry is happen, the billing process is happen, and the invoicing is done and printing done, the printing document need to send to the customer. And at this point, the billing process and invoicing process is ended. Okay, and the FICA process is started. That means once the invoice is done, the open items is there. And once the open items there, it means we need to do the invoice payment procedure. Okay, so metering, billing, and payment or collection, we call that. So metering is done by capturing the meter reading. Billing is done by putting the logics, and collection will be done through FICA. So this is the basic diagram for a billing process where we generate a billing meter reading order with the billing order, and so we'll enter the meter reading results. It converts into billing order, and that billing order, if means it will check whether the meter reading, whatever enter it for the meter, whether that is plausible or implausible. The plausible implausible concept is come with a algorithm actually. If historically that particular person is using some amount of energy and suddenly the consumption is increased 2 times, 3 times, that it converted into implausible meter reading, or it will reduce drastically 2-3 times, then it's also part of implausible meter reading. Okay, now if some meter reading is implausible, we need to correct that meter reading. Once that is get corrected, it becomes plausible. Plausible means it is now billable. Once it is billable, so we do the billing, and the bill document again checked whether it is correct or not. If it is, there is any doubt, so that means the billing document is also get outsorted if the billing amount is drastically high or low. So in that case, we'll check the outsort document, and if we are satisfied, okay, this is correct, we'll release that document. If it is not correct, we'll reverse the document and rebill that, okay, by correcting some parameters. Once the billing is done, it will go to the invoicing. Invoicing also do the same process. It also generate the invoice, and that invoice is also outsorted if it is drastically high or low. And then again, the person who is looking after the invoicing will check whether it is correct or not and release or reverse. And once it is get released, it will go to the print workbench to print the invoice. And once it is get printed, it will send to the customer. Okay. So billing task is there. Okay. Now this is the basic things for a billing. Billings are of 3 types mostly. It's periodic billing, interim billing, and final billing. So periodic billing, which is happening for a particular period, it may be monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, or means 3 times in a year, or half yearly or annually. Right. So in that case, it's a periodic billing. And in periodic billing, we have a scheduling. We have a portion, we have MRU, all the stuff are controlling the schedule, and that link to your periodic billing. And it happen in sequencing manner. Let it be a periodic billing is happening in January, and the next periodic billing should be happening in Feb. If you will try to do a billing in March, it will throw the error that there is a period gap. So that means you have to do that in sequence. Whereas interim billing is not bounded to any scheduling. It's by the person who is initiating the billing, he can give the dates, and based on that date, it will generate the bill. Okay, and it can be generated anytime. It is not dependent to any MRU or portion, but to start the master data, we need a MRU to link to the installation. So on top of that, we'll provide the duration, the date for the interim billing, and based on that time, it generates the bill. Whereas final billing is happening when we do a move out. The move out is actually cause the final billing. Similarly, if you do a reverse move out, it will reverse the final billing. Now, there are other kind of billings which are called period end billing. Now, period end billing is always done in a separate billing cycle. And the billing cycle is usually a year, means after a year, you will generate the billing for monthly or quarterly billing. And once the period end billing is generated, it's very difficult to go back. Okay, a periodic billing can be generated sequentially, and you can recalculate it, but period end billing is mostly done after a financial year end. Okay, and to do the recalculation of back bills. Similarly, manual billing, if there is any error or anything is happened, then we create a manual bill. So manual billing is happening to correct any old data or correct any invoice issues or to adjust any amount. Now, from a FICA perspective, the stuff is that these things are done when you will come to the FICA desk. Okay, just I'm explaining this thing because it will create the open items, and those open items will lead us to collect the cash. Now, all these billing processes linked to the billing class, and billing class linked to the installation. And as we created the contract, this installation linked to the division. The logic for the billing is linked to the rate category. The prices are linked to the devices or fact groups or rate type. Anything, the prices are linked, and all the registers. So this stuff will link to generate an invoice. Okay, so if you go to the structure, you can see we have a installation. Below the installation, we have a rate category. Below the rate category, we have rate steps. In the rate steps, we have all those calculations or details. That means rate category holds the billing schema. Under billing schema, we have rates, and rates holds the variants and operands and do the calculation. Okay. Now, all this stuff, again, as I mentioned, it's done by the billing team. Okay, let's do one billing, and we can understand how the billing is happening practically. Okay, and before billing, you can also do the simulation to check whether there is any error in your billing process or not. Okay. So if you create any data, good data, you can also let me know. On top of that, we can do the billing. So this data, you can see the data is quite good. It has a device, it has 2 contracts, and so there is a doc bill order as well here. Okay, 2 bill orders are there pending, but there is no invoicing here. So the other one is 278. Okay. Anyway, this is a good data. Somebody is created this 1009, and bill order is also there pending. Now, let me go back and reverse this stuff and regenerate. Two seven eight. Reverse a billing document, there is a key code called E20. Okay. Okay, now I'll put the billing document here, 10009, and reverse. The reverse is completed. I can check here by refreshing it. Okay, now there is no billing document, but there is a bill order. I reverse that as well. Okay. Okay. Now, this is a clean installation. You can understand this is a new kind of installation where the contract is there. There is also a device. Okay, the device is removed on 30th of 11. All right. Now, what I'll do, I'll generate one bill order, sorry, meter reading order, and I'll put some meter reading there and generate a billing document for there. So now here you can see the contract is created. Okay, the contract is created on 13th of October. Okay, so the date when the contract get created, from there onwards we can generate the order for billing. Okay, and to generate a billing order, the key code is EL01. Okay, so just capture the installation 278, and it's a periodic one. So I just, that's a meter reading region why I'm generating. So the moving is happened on the October of 2022. So I'll search October 2022, and I can see here. So create a order. It is showing that no meter reading order created for the October. So let's go for the November. Like that period may be stopped around November 2022. Read the order. Yes, now you can see the meter reading order and slash billing order created for the installation 278. Now, why here it is and or? Because if it's a consumption-based billing, it's and. If it's not a consumption-based billing, it's a direct flat billing or something, it will be a bill order directly. There is no meter reading order required. So that's how it is putting meter reading order and or billing order created for installation 278. Now check what is happening at the installation. So at the installation, you can see there is a bill order, but that bill order cannot be billed. Why it is not billed? Because we need to enter meter reading result. Okay, right? So how to enter the meter reading result? Once we'll enter the meter reading result, this order cannot be billed, converted into billed status. Okay. So for that, we need to put EL28. EL28 to enter the individual meter reading. Okay. So here also I'm taking the installation and meter reading type would be 01 and enter. Once you enter here, you can see here there is a meter reading record. Here you can enter the meter reading values. Let it be 23. Okay. If I go for save it, it will throw the error because it is implausible in nature. Oh, it is taken. Okay. So let's check now what has happened at the end. Refresh. You can see the order can be billed. Now it is billable. Okay. Once it is billable, then we can go for billing. So what is the T code for billing? EASIPI. Okay, so we generated the order for the period of November. Now for the month of November, we'll generate the invoicing for 1st of December. Okay, so let me, okay, leave it with the date of 22nd of January. On that day, we'll generate the bill. So the installation is 278. Here you can pass the contract as well as the contract account, but whatever you pass a single entry. Okay, then execute.
Okay.
Right, so we generated the bill document. So if we'll reverse it, refresh it, we'll get the document. The document is now 1300. Okay, now bill is done. So what is the next? Next is invoice. Now invoices, you just select the invoice and then execute. So it will ask for a reconciliation key. Now reconciliation key gets generated automatically here. You can put any logic for that as well. So reconciliation key holds all the invoices which are generated on the same reconciliation key. So here it is throwing the error that there is a EITR error. EITR is a table for invoicing number ranges. Now, whatever the number get generated for that, we are giving the number ranges to the system. Okay. So that means the EITR table is not correct as for this. Why it is not coming? Specify an existing object. Yeah, EITR object. Okay, so there is some technical flaws. Right. Okay, so they're saying that EITR table itself is not existing, which is a standard table. And I don't know who removed that table. Oh, it's there. So EITR table, you can see it's holding the billing document and also invoicing document. So these are the invoicing amounts are there. There are some invoicing documents as well here. Okay. So let me check what was the error there. Invoicing is not possible. Contract account is taking. Now, what is the error? EITR is there. Billing is already done, right? We have already the bill document. Yes. So let's do for invoicing again. No. Okay. So there may be something error technically at the configuration level. That's how it is not allowing to do the invoicing. Let's check a invoicing table. So okay, let's go with this one. To see a invoice, the T code is EA40. Okay, so this is an invoice document. Now you can see the business partner contract account here. The contract is 201. Now if you go to the contract level, you'll get the installation. Installation is 262. Now under 262, we have the invoicing document. And you can see the document here. Document here, you can see one billing document and one invoicing document. Right? So that's how when we use the ESIBI is the individual one, but for mass invoicing or for mass billing, there are other. So the billing process is done by the billing team, and once the billing team is completed, the billing process, they generate a bill document, they generate an invoice document. Once the invoice document gets generated, then only it will come to the FICA end, right? So to check the FICA end, what is the open items, our T code is FPL9. Okay, so in FPL9, we need to pass the business partner there. So here the business partner is 425. Okay, and then you select the list type. I'm selecting all items, all open items. Instead of there are a lot of conditions, all open items, clearing items. Based on your requirement, you can select. When there is lot of credit and debit, you can select a particular stuff. But if there are minimal entries, you can select all. Now you can see for that invoice 900013, we have an entry here, and that is receivable. Receivable means we need to collect that from the customer end. And the major stuff is for this invoicing document, that is a posting document, which is 101343. Let's check whether that posting document is linked to that or not. That means if we click here, we need to get a posting document. Yes. So for this invoicing document, we have a posting document. So print document is there and posting document is there for the contract account 101343. That means it's all are now linked. Okay, so we have a business master data. Okay, in that business master data, we have a billing process. Based on the consumption, we generate the meter reading order, we apply the meter reading result, we generate a bill document, we generate a invoicing document. That invoice document is linked to a posting document, and then that posting document is reflecting as an open item in our system. So you have a invoicing document that linked to a posting document, and that's how it is showing some amount. Now, in this case, it is 00. Okay. If there is any amount, it will reflect here. So that amount you need to receive. Okay. So when I'm telling all the stuff, how we are linked to the GL, that's the major point. So the linking to GL is happening, yesterday I told, with 5 parameters. And the first parameter is your division. So your division is done EL. Second parameter is company code. Now, where is our company code? Company code is at the contract account level. So here at the contract account level, we have a company code. Payment taxes. So company code is there. So we got the division, we got the company code. Then next, it need to be linked to the sub-ledger. Where is our sub-ledger? Sub-ledger is at the schema level. Debit sub-transaction, credit sub-transaction, budget billing sub-transaction. Okay. Now, that need to link to the main ledger. Main and sub-ledger both linked. Division, company code linked. Then next, determination. How we do the determination? Through the account determination ID. Account determination each happen at the contract account level. So now here is the contract account level. So we need a account determination ID to select it uniquely. So you can see there is a account determination ID. Now, once you link all these 5, it will define or identify a GL. Okay. So what is the T code to see the GL accounts? Any idea?
No.
No. Okay, so next class we'll go to understand how these 5 parameters are linked to the GL, and that GL, how that is linked to the company code, and it's linked to the organizational structure. So from there onwards, we can understand that how the finance part is actually the most important, and it need to be introduced or configured first, and then the other stuff will come into picture. Okay.